I've been asked a couple of times how I actually record footage when I'm cycling, and just thought I would share that with you because you've got to be careful when you are filming and cycling because you can have all sorts of accidents. So these are the best ways that I've found to cycle and film at the same time. So the first and kind of my main camera for cycling is the camera that I'm filming on now, which is the Sony RX100 Mark V, and that is the camera that I keep in the toe peak. I can't actually remember the name of it, but I'll show you the video of it now. I keep that in the front part of my bag, and so what I do when I'm cycling is, because I'm quite comfortable riding with one hand, I basically unzip the bag, I put my hand into the strap so that it doesn't fall when I'm riding, and then just kind of cycle and film that way. But I understand that a lot of people aren't going to want to take an expensive camera like that on the bike because you might drop it, you may drop it, you might smash it. So that is just one of the things that I do because I like to have it when I've stopped, because that's another option. You can just use that when when you're actually stopping on the bike and get shots that way. Another thing that I actually use, where is it? Is the trusty GoPro. So GoPros are amazing for catching. Obviously, you don't need me to explain what a GoPro is, but they are so good. And the camera on this one, which is the Hero 5 Black, is just so good. It does 4K as well, but generally I use 1080p at 60 frames per second, and that's pretty good. So what I actually do to record this, because there are a couple of different ways you can actually attach this to you or your bike. So the first way, you can attach it to your helmet. This is Jay's helmet, and you get a little attachment and you can just stick that, which is the front. So you just kind of clip that in and you've got that on your helmet. And they are so strong, like unbelievably strong. I don't know what the hell the glue that they use, but it's so strong. So that's one way that you can attach, just clips on and off. Another way you can use it is one of these devices. These are that goes on your handlebar. Your GoPro attaches there and it kind of captures as you are riding, and that is the method that I used to use. However, I feel like when you are descending, it is so shaky. Like, I've recorded so much footage with one of these and I just couldn't use it. It was just too jittery. Even with image stabilization, it just looks ridiculous and it just makes me feel sick actually watching the footage. So I'm not going to put that on a YouTube video because I'm just not. So what I've gone for is this contraption. This basically, let me get it on for you. So this is like a harness basically. So it goes on like that, around there, and then clips around the back. Well, that's a bit tangled. You get the idea. Hang on, where is it? Let me stand up and show you. So basically, sorry, I'm recording in just like shorts, but yeah, so you can see there. And even though that is upside down, when you're riding, you kind of sit forward and pull that forward, so you actually get shots like perfectly of the road. An absolute bargain. And what I would say is you don't need to buy the actual GoPro brand itself. I'm going to put a link, the Amazon link, to actual this set. The set was about 20 quid and it came with that, a bike. Bearing in mind, a single one of these, which I bought for my dad for his bike, was, I think it was £15 just for the handlebar mount alone. This kit was 20 quid. And you get a chest mount, you get that, you get so much stuff. You get a head strap, which is what I use when I'm running and filming. So you get a head strap, you get like ones for water, so you get like the, what else do you get? Yeah, it's like a little inflatable, that. So you attach it to that in water so it doesn't sink. Honestly, you get so much, so many different things for your money, and I don't think the quality is any less than GoPro. Obviously, if you want to pay GoPro prices, then go for it. But for me, it is just not worth it. Like 20 quid, my sister actually bought it me for Christmas. I'd asked her for it, and it was the best present ever because it's just like you can just do so many different things with it. You get a wrist strap as well, so you can film as you're kind of walking if you wanted. Just so many different options to use your GoPro with. So that is how I generally get all of my footage when I'm riding. Oh, and the other one is if I'm in a bind or I've not got any battery, I just use my trusty iPhone. So the best thing to do with an iPhone is just swipe right. You know how to use an iPhone, but you just swipe right and you've got the camera already there. So yeah, they're the main things that I use to video while cycling. I know a lot of people, not a lot of people, some people use an actual DSLR when they're riding, holding it out, and I think it's called an, oh, there's a name for it. It's a clever strap that actually attaches around your body. I'll put a link to their website as well, but when I actually looked, they didn't actually have any to sell on their websites, which it seems a bit pointless. Is it called an info strap? I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically a strap and you actually can attach a DSLR and it just locks onto your back. So if I ever decide to take a DSLR out riding, that is maybe something that I will look at doing. But for now, I really like my setup, managed to get some pretty good shots. So yeah, and also another good idea to use is with this chest strap, get someone else to wear it so you're actually in the shot. At the weekend, we went out and Ben, who came with us, has got a YouTube channel. I'll link, it's Temple of Arvo, like avocado. I'll put a link to his channel below. But we took it in turns because it means then he gets footage for his channel using my GoPro, and then I get different footage that I wouldn't necessarily get. So it's quite nice to get a different perspective. So that's another good one. Just a little tip to use. But yeah, that's about it. I will see you next video. Hope that helped. As always, farewell.